a lot of people were commenting on the Kickstarter about this is probably a scam. It doesn't work the way that they say it will work. It damn well works. 1000% exactly as they describe it in the Kickstarter.
Great. Good.
It's brilliant.
This video brought to you in part by Tommy and the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info. Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, and I am a Gen X Grown Up, and I'm not alone. Joining me here in this video is my buddy George. Hey, George, just back from Long Island Retro. How you doing?
I'm worn out, but I'm good.
Worn out. So we had not been to Long Island Retro before, but we wanted to share this video because the folks over at Game, who are currently making that cool new light gun, invited you to come out and visit them at Long Island Retro, and you went up there, right? So how was the show in general before we get to them?
Sure, the show was packed, no question. Long Island Retro is definitely an event that a lot of people seem to enjoy and plan on attending every year. I did get to see the showrunners who we've talked with through emails in our past. They were very friendly and very nice. There's no question that wall-to-wall, shoulder-bumping type of people, or it's just completely jam-packed. Like, there is a lot of people and a lot of things to do.
You flew up, you spent all day at the show, you flew back. I know, it was a whirlwind, but the key reason you went, I know, was to visit the guys at Game. So I know you got a chance to talk to Steven at Game. We're going to show that interview in a second. What were your impressions of getting your hands on their cool new light gun gadget?
Well, first of all, their light gun gadget, it was a little bit controversial when they announced their Kickstarter. So this is a company that nobody has ever heard before, or heard of, I should say. They've never been like a publicly facing to the consumer type of company. They've always been a business to business company. So they handle production elements on the backside. And believe it or not, they've worked with some big brands that we're very familiar with. They've built stuff for Arcade1Up in the past. They built stuff for My Arcade in the past. They built stuff for Numbskull in the past. So they have worked in the industry for years. It just turns out that this particular concept was something that they felt very strongly about doing themselves. So they made sure that they got the licensing from Bandai Namco, which is very difficult to get, as we all are probably aware.
Right. Yeah.
And they decided to launch this as a Kickstarter. Regardless of how the Kickstarter went, whether they met their funding goal or not, they were going to supply these devices to the people who had backed them anyway.
All right, let's go take a look at that interview you did with Steven.
So the product itself, we are officially licensed by Bandai Namco, which is a huge honor.
Right.
They have provided us with the original arcade ROMs. So we are working very closely with them at all times. They're very much involved, which is good. This is not a money grab from them. This is more that we want to enhance the light gun community. The gun itself is very clever. So it is AI technology. It has been trained on over 500,000 different environments. It knows what a screen is, what it looks like, the lines of the screen, the geometry. So it automatically detects what a screen is, which is really cool. It can work on anything from 15-inch all the way up to 150, including projectors. We like to just say it's plug and play because it is. There's no sensors, there's no driver downloads, you don't need PCs, you don't need emulators or anything like that, or big arcade machines. It is literally HD cable, a USB-C power, and that's it, and away you go.
And when I played it earlier, it was just 8 little calibration points, almost like you do on a 3D printer where you calibrate the different sections.
Yeah.
But it was 3 shots in each one of those, and I was up and playing in a matter of minutes.
Yes.
And it felt completely natural and lag-free.
Yes, so when you're calibrating, it's very important. My saying for calibration with anything, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, because the slower you do it and the more accurate you do it, the faster you'll be able to play the game, the faster you can snap onto targets, just a lot easier. So that is really good.
Now, speaking of the games, we've got an image right here of the different games on the screen. Tell us a little bit about the games and how you guys got Namco to give you the licensing.
Time Crisis, they wanted to celebrate its 30th anniversary. They wanted something special. They wanted to bring the next gen of light gaming to us. It's the one thing that's never progressed into modern day technology. So they really wanted us to help them bring this to life. So we're very proud, very honored to have this license. So it's celebrating its 30th anniversary, which is also really scary. We've got Point Blank as well, which is an absolute classic. We've got Steel Gunner 1, Steel Gunner 2. This is the first time it's ever been on a home console.
Really?
So, yeah, it's the first time. So it's always been on arcade machines. So again, it's a great honor, another milestone for us.
And so you guys have been incredibly successful on Kickstarter. You've surpassed your goal by multiple percentages at this point. It's going nuts. And we'll definitely have a link in the description of this video to that Kickstarter so you guys can go back to this product. But there's also 3 price points available that are exclusive to the Kickstarter. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we've got the basic, premium, and ultimate version. So basic, you get the mini console, you get 1 gun and Time Crisis, which comes in around about $100.
Okay.
You've got the premium, which is 1 gun, a pedal, the mini box, and the 4 games. So Time Crisis, Point Blank, Steel Gunner 1 and 2. That's $150. And then the ultimate is 2 guns, 4 games, and a pedal. You also get a special diorama, exclusive keychain, and a pin badge as well for $200.
Those are very affordable, especially considering that you get the plug-and-play technology. You and I talked a little bit beforehand. I know that there's a possibility for future updates and upgrades later on, which will be very nice for the system. Keep everything running smoothly in case there's any bugs that have to be worked out. But I played this here today, ladies and gentlemen, and I found no bugs. I played Time Crisis for probably 20 minutes, and that game was as smooth as I remember it from the original arcade console. It was perfect. Now, I suck, so my game wasn't very good, but that game was a lot of fun to play. You talked about a foot pedal. To me, that's one of the differentiating points of this system, because no other light gun systems that I've ever seen come with a foot pedal, or if they do, they come with all this crazy apparatus that you have to, cameras you have to set up and everything. And most light guns, you have to have an emulation back in. They don't come with the games built in like this one does. So
absolutely,
the foot pedal seems to be a really nice standout point. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the pedal is obviously Time Crisis. There's a certain generation that are used to it from the arcades, so they would tend to use the pedal. That's how I remember it. So I'm very hands-on with that. But then you also got people that only played the PlayStation version, and they're used to the button on the side of the gun. So we have both those options available.
And that's a good point, right? You've got all the buttons on the gun themselves. So coin, pause, A, B, the trigger, everything is on the gun. So even if you don't have that pedal, you can still have a fully immersive game, fully playable system. It's all perfectly done. You guys, it's got great weight. It's not too light, but it's also not too heavy. Like the Sinden guns, for me, they're a little heavy. I like them, don't get me wrong, but they're really difficult to configure and they're very heavy. This gun, not difficult at all to configure. It just takes a few shots, and it's well weighted. It's very comfortable. You can turn the recoil on or off.
Yeah.
I mean, they've thought of almost everything. The link to their Kickstarter will be down in the description below. Make sure you click that and go back to this project. This project deserves to see the light of day. It's already fully funded. They're going to be developing these things. I think I heard shipping in late October of 2025.
That's correct. End of October, start of November. So it'll all be there.
That's a pretty good turnaround for Kickstarter, ladies and gentlemen. Usually it's 2 or 3 years out for the stuff I back.
Yes.
But that's pretty awesome.
From all the footage that you gathered and then all the stuff that Steven had to say, it's something I want to get my hands on. Like, light guns are like, it's arcade only. Now, you had zappers and things like that, but they don't tend to work with modern TVs very well and that kind of thing. And this satisfies all. What did you play on the system? What were your favorite game that you got to try out while you were there?
Well, so they have 4 games on the system, but I really only got to play 1 while I was there just because of timing and everything else. And there were a lot of people lined up to try this game out. And I didn't want to take away from any of their experiences because they actually had people at the event who would play with the light gun and then immediately back the Kickstarter. I've never seen that at a convention, like people pulling out their phones, going to Kickstarter and backing it. But I did get to play Time Crisis. Now, this is Time Crisis 1, and the reason why this was chosen is because it's a single-player game. Time Crisis 2 was where we ended up with 2 players simultaneously, and it works on any TV, projectors, everything. It uses AI to handle the shaping and all like that, so there's no like white borders around the screen.
Oh, good. Well,
none of that kind of stuff. And there's no like infrared camera facing you like some other modern systems are doing right now. None of that. And there's absolutely zero lag. And accuracy was great. I played Time Crisis through like the first checkpoint chapter kind of thing, and it was everything I remembered. Foot pedal worked perfectly. I did mention to them at the convention, I thought the foot pedal was a little narrow for American feet. So they were going to take that under advisement.
Our big old feet, our big stompers.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that,
we'll throw the link again to their Kickstarter down in the description if somebody wants to go. I mean, we've been covering it for a few weeks now, a couple months now, I guess. But yeah, I really was excited to send you up there to get a hands-on look at it, because I've heard those rumblings like, yo, maybe it's not quite as good as they're kind of advertising, and now you've been hands-on. So thank you for making the trip. Hope you get over your jet lag soon.
I'm getting there.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
See you guys.